I'm so paranoid. Literally filmed this once already and I've had to film it again because one of my lashes was sticking up and I need it for pictures. If you see one of my lashes sticking up, please just think this is real life. I'm a mum trying to go and get the kids from school. It's not the end of the world. Thank you for stopping by at my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time. Today's video I'm going to be telling you about what I think to be the best eyeshadow palette of 2019. It's not a new release, it's not the new Natasha Denona, it's not the, you know what, I'm going to keep my mirror up here so I can just keep checking my eyelashes are not falling off. It's not the new Naked Honey, it's not a new release by any means, it's a belated welcome to the after party. It's very fitting actually, so yes. Long story short, tempting little emails which pop into your email had a quick sale on during the weekend, 30% off all Stila palettes. So I was like, they're gonna make me do it. I'm talking about my camera's really gonna die because I've filmed this already, and I'm talking about the Stila After Hours eyeshadow palette. When this first got released, it caught my interest. It looked quite nice online. It came out with two. They launched with this one, the After Hours, and then Happy Hour. Happy Hour was more of a pastel colour story with that beautiful pop of blue, but I didn't need that, so it didn't interest me. This one looked a little bit more up my street, but like I said, it just caught my interest. It didn't make me want to go buy it. The price point was quite up there. It was $54. It is $54 to buy, or £48 to buy in the UK. What happened was I went to Florida and saw this baby in real life in Ulta, and really that's when I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it in the store, and it wasn't on sale, it was still $54, and I swatched it and I was completely blown away by it. But bear in mind, considering how much makeup I had already bought with makeup and skincare, which I bought while I was already in the States, I didn't want to be stupid and just keep spending money, and I didn't feel like I'd done research on the palette enough just to be spending $54 without looking to see, yeah, they're still on, the most fiddly thin lashes. On YouTube there's not that many reviews. This for some reason got faded way into the background. Not enough people did reviews on this, not enough people are talking about it, and I'm here to tell you that it is the shiznit. It's beautiful. The packaging is really heavy duty, so not the best travel friendly palette perhaps some might say. It does come with, oh there goes the plastic sleeve, a really good heavy duty mirror, like it's so heavy, well made. Pan sizes are very nicely sized, not your average small pan sizes. You get 22.8 grams in here. I did check that on the website, and the names are not inside the palette, I'm afraid. They are on the back, which is annoying. That is a pet peeve of mine. So I've done swatches of the palette, and I think I'm going to either insert them while I'm talking to you or at the end, and probably do a voice over of what each colour is called. So the formulas in here, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 mattes in here, and then this one is like a satin finish, and then you have 1, 2, 3 shimmers, and then 4 of the pressed glitter. I wouldn't even say they're pressed glitter, they are like eyeshadows used without glitter glue. This one right here, the green at the end, the cranberry next to it, and the dark brown underneath the green, they are the magic showstoppers in the palette. Yes, it's quite a neutral, cool toned palette. You'll see on the tutorial I used my finger for first application. Wasn't happy with how that was, so then I did add a eye primer, which is perhaps what I'll need to do for the rest of these shades. I don't care, it's worth it. I promise you it is worth it. Just to make it stand out. I do tend to do that with a lot of shimmers I own anyway, but with these they are completely different to what I own already in my collection. Could it be possibly the best palette in 2019? None of the palettes that I already own have these types of formula in it, and also the colours as well. So let me give you a quick close-up of what it looks like. The camera doesn't do this palette justice whatsoever. It doesn't. It is so beautiful when you apply it on the eye. Really impressed. I think some people were saying that they were having issues with the dark matte shades being a little bit patchy. I had no issues. I did use my Wayne Goss brushes, plus I did use a couple from Makeup Addiction and Morphe. It still didn't have any issues with it. The only ones which I would say didn't swatch the best is this light coral gold one here, although I haven't used it on the eye yet. And then also, which one other was it? Duo Chrome Pinky White, this one here. Maybe you're supposed to be using that as a under the brow highlighter. Haven't played with it. Or you could use it over the top of another shadow. The rest, no issues. Everything else swatched really good. This light taupey colour, like a really light taupey beige, I thought that wouldn't show up on my skin tone because it's so skin tone like. It's almost the same colour as my arm. It didn't show up very well on the swatch, but as soon as I applied it on my lid, the colour payoff was there, and it was a great transition colour for me. If maybe on darker skin tones it might come off a little bit ashy, so maybe not to start off with that colour initially, but definitely fine for my skin tone. Apart from that, there's not very much warm shades to choose from for transitions. After getting it, I can honestly say that because of those 4 colours in here, it truly makes the palette worth it. Like I said, they're not a pressed glitter. If it's in between a pressed glitter and an eyeshadow into one, I would recommend doing your eyes first because there is a tad of bit of fallout. Not loads, I didn't suffer with a lot of fallout. You'll see that on the tutorial. And yeah, it's so beautiful. Very, very, very pretty. Worth the money. If you're into your cool tones and you are on the lookout to treat yourself because you haven't bought a new eyeshadow palette recently and you're not interested in the new releases which are coming out at the moment, then I'm not. The Natasha Denona looks spectacular to use, but again, looking at the colour scheme, I just thought, and the price point too, that is expensive. I'm not ready to do that. Maybe that might be a Christmas present, I'm not sure. If I hadn't got that 30% off email come through, I probably would have waited till Christmas to get this because I have been wanting it all year long, but just didn't want to give in to the $54. But if you're not like me and you don't watch your pennies very well and you want a really nice beautiful palette, I would definitely recommend this. So much gorgeous colours to work with. I cannot wait to use that cranberry plum. And even that dark brown one there, this is beautiful. You'll see that swatching, and that swatch is, I'm really happy with it. Honestly, truthfully, so happy. The lashes are still intact for the duration of this video, so I'm happy. I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you're not going to get this palette, thanks for watching anyway. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another video. So we'll start with the swatches first, and the first colour is Toast, which is one of those lovely magical glitter slash shadow formulas. Absolutely beautiful colour. Next we have Last Round, which is the lightest matte in the palette. It's a really light taupey beige, a little bit of grey in there. It doesn't show up very much on my skin tone, so I dip into it again. Next we have Sunset Soiree, I think it's pronounced, which is like a metallic orangey apricot colour, I'd say. Next we have Pink Bubbly, which is that duochrome slight pink pearl shift to it. It's a silk finish, it's not a matte and it's not a shimmer. That barely shows up on camera as well. Then we have Velvet Rope, which is that deep gorgeous cranberry plum shade. It's another one of those special formulas in the palette. Absolutely stunning. And then last on the top row is Cash Out, which is that gorgeous green I'm wearing on my lid today. First one on the second row is Bellini. Doesn't really show that much up on camera either. That's the one I was telling you about. And then one coming up next to it is All Nighter. We have Bright Lights, which is a shimmer finish, more shimmer metallic finish. Stunning, beautiful colour that is. Then we have Anything Goes, which is another chocolate brown matte, quite a light chocolate brown matte. Then it's Tomorrow's Tale, which is a slightly little bit darker than the previous one with more of a red tone brown. And then the last one is After Party, which is a beautiful dark brown glittery shade. Absolutely stunning. And that is all your swatches for you in their glory. Like I said, the camera does not do them justice, but it truly is a beautiful palette. Okay, let's start with the tutorial. First colour we go in with is Last Round. That's the lightest taupe colour in the palette. I just put that all over, mainly in the crease and a little bit onto the lid for the first transition shade. Next colour is Anything Goes, and that's going to go in the crease and also on the outer and inner part of the lid, but not making it as dark on the inner part of the proportion of my eye. I hate doing voiceovers. Then we're using All Nighter, which is the darkest matte in the palette, and I'm going to use that on the very outer edge just to give the eye look a little bit more depth, kind of using it as a light liner effect. And then we're going to go in with Cash Out, which is that beautiful green, and you'll see me apply it with my finger first. It didn't really work out as I wanted it to, so then use some eye primer and used a brush for application, and it worked out beautifully. Then I go back in with Anything Goes, just to blend in the green and the browns together. Finishing off with some liquid liner, not doing a wing. Then once I've applied my foundation, I go back in with Anything Goes on the lower lash line, and then Toast, that beautiful light champagne colour, on the inner corner. And that's it, that's the look completed. Stick on some lashes, we are done, ready to go for the day. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon with another video.